documentary. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, a couple of the shots that I was shooting in my little thing, people didn't know what I was doing at all. It was like I was a bit in the way in a few places, and if a security guard would have really been checking me out, I would have been in a little bit of trouble, but yeah, these little cameras are great. I think the thing about these two is the reason it's going to go to Hollywood and beyond, I mean, the big time, is that a post house who does all the editing, they don't care where the footage came from. If it works in their systems, they're fine. And if the MBAs that run the studios, the TV networks, they see that there's savings in money somehow, or time, which is money, then they're going to say, oh yeah, we don't care what you shoot it on, just shoot it and get it to me quicker and cheaper. And so that's I just think it's going to go, man. Yeah.
Oh, just real quick, just some quick websites to go for more information. There's a website called DVXuser.com, which was originally created for the DVX100, but it's sort of the repository for all these kind of cameras as well as others. And there's a specific thread just for the GH1 and just for the 7D and 5D. So if you're wanting to kind of hang out with like-minded people or learn some information, and that's DVXuser.com is the big place to go. Cinema 5D is huge for the Canon cameras.
Oh, yeah.
There's a photographer named Philip Bloom who's got a blog. I think it's Philip Bloom. Well, look up Philip Bloom, Philip with one L, and he's kind of the guru of, he's a still photographer who has adopted this new technology, and he's always got articles to keep you in the loop of what's going on. So those are some of the big ones to go to.
ProLost. You ever go to ProLost.com?
What is it?
No, Stu Batchowitz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
ProLost.
TV Rebel book.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's called ProLost. I would say dvinfo.net, but that place is dead. Nobody goes there anymore.
Oh, wow. Wow.
As a last resort, go there.
Anybody, I'd like to ask, what kind of good or bad experiences have you had shooting some of these cameras? You shooting the 5D underwater?
Yeah, it's just manual focus.
Yeah.
One of the hardest, especially when we're moving stuff underwater.
And you're shooting fish?
Shooting fish.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And what's your end use for the footage?
TV show.
DVD?
TV show.
Okay, a particular show, or
Yeah.
what is it?
It's called Imagery. Travel show.
Oh, cool. Is it on now?
I just started season 1. Started working shooting season 2.
Cool. What channel? Do you know?
Here it's a channel called AMG.
Okay.
It's syndicated throughout the United States.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Is there what disadvantage do you have in using that camera?
Yeah, it's just cheaper to put these cameras underwater.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's cool. I got.
The lenses underwater.
Yeah.
So much better.
All right, I got to look at that one.
It's just it's hard to keep diving alone is hard, but like watching your focus while you watching the camera, it's hard to get a focus plate with volunteer.
Yeah.
And then also light underwater, you lose a lot of light quickly.
Yeah.
Which is actually an advantage of this camera, especially with LT.
Yeah, one thing we didn't mention is that one of the sort of intermediate methods that people have been using to get shallow depth of field is using 35mm adapter products like the Red Rock Micro and the Letus and the Brevis, and you guys are probably familiar with this stuff. It's a device that sticks on the front of a traditional video camera that then you mount still lenses on, and effectively it lets you get shallow depth of field, but there's a lot of light loss involved, even though they might say that they don't.
Yeah.
It only loses half a stop. Well, not really. So effectively your 400 ISO camera becomes a 100 or 125 ISO camera, and suddenly you've got to light the crap out of your movie.
Yeah. Keeping them in focus is very difficult.
Yeah.
It's way out there.
Yeah. So that's another just inherently cool thing about these is no more awkward front heavy devices that you got to make sure did we turn it on? Did we turn on the vibrating ground glass?
Yeah.
So those will be a weird artifact in museums. Like 100 years from now, they'll be like, what was that? What's this thing? What's this lettuce?
The other thing I think is interesting I'm seeing is like the promos on Saturday Night Live. They have a unique look, and some people say that skin tones look waxy. I think I read somebody said that. Well, I don't know. I just think it's a cool look, and I think we're all just going to be seeing changes here, and all that's coming, and get ready. The traditional glamour shots of film, it's changing. Mm-hmm. It's changing. Other experiences people had shooting your 5D? You shoot?
I actually got to go on the last Pro visual shoot.
Awesome.
On P8 on Underchain, and
wow.
So he took the camera. He had it attached to a doggy cam helmet unit, as you guys were mentioning earlier. They simulated a whole Vietnam War scene with explosions, and he's crawling up the field. And I guess the biggest advantage I could say that I saw on that shoot was the mobility of the camera because of its size, and you can move it in ways that you could never move a true large film camera.
Yeah.
But also the low light sensitivity.
Yeah.
We did have we had a full truck. We had a full lighting truck, but there were some scenarios that were pretty much just lit with ambient lighting. And in fact, there was a park scene that we shot where we had to climb up and actually batten off all of the surrounding lights to reduce the ambient light.
Yeah.
So because it was bleeding in too much because the sensor was
yeah. That's something that we didn't really mention. You know, usually the gold standard that everything gets judged by is 35mm film, and in terms of low light sensitivity, right, as far as just the ability to shoot in low amounts of light, I think cameras like the 5D shooting a high-speed film stock. So everybody's been to Zacuto.com lately and seen the side-by-side shootout that they did with all these DSLRs up against film, and you know, when you go above 800 ISO, you don't even want to do that with film, but they were doing stuff at 3200 ISO with like a 5D, and what was the Nikon D3, that one, which apparently is just amazing. Yeah. So yeah, the low light capabilities of these cameras just insane.
And this has 2 sensors in it, processors. It's just like, it's amazing. Sometimes I'll shoot a project where I'm shooting video and I'm shooting stills at the same time, and my God, the stills are just unbelievable, these cameras. What was my point? I don't know. I don't know what the point is. Yeah.
Has anybody tried the T2i, the new camera?
That's what this one is.
He's got it. Mm-hmm. You can ask him about it.
I haven't done anything big with it yet, but yeah.
Well,
come on down.
You're shooting this.
I'm shooting this. The difficulty is that the file sizes get maxed out, and that you can't continuously record like you might with tape. That is one issue, I will say.
Oh, okay.
Which you might be used to, like with
cool.
typical tape recorder, tape video recorder.
It's the limitation of FAT16 being limited to 4 gig file sizes, and so the camera's hard coded like that.
I see.
So
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
You should.
I will, though. Are you saying I will?
No, I was asking.
I don't know. I haven't
might,
yet,
but
so I don't know.
For most stuff
How long? What's the maximum longest clip you've recorded?
Not very long. I haven't done a 10-minute shot or anything like that.
Yeah.
No.
So not
I don't
great
know.
for event, but great for film. The production.
Yeah. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I was just curious how well it holds up in post as far as like blowing up images or.
It's 1080. It's 1080 full high def. It's amazing.
I've had good luck.
Amazing.
When you do some radical color grading, because of the codec, you're going to get some artifacts and issues that you wouldn't if you had a higher quality codec. But as long as you expose fairly well and don't go too nuts, it looks great. Yeah. As far as blowing the image up, that one shot, it's hard to tell on this projector, but the 2 shot of the girls where they're facing each other and the camera is like slowly zooming in, that's a post-production push. And even on a full 1080p monitor, once it gets to its end of the thing, it still looked great to me. Like I didn't see any, so I'm able to blow it up like another 50%, and it doesn't look bad at all. And then when I upscale the 720p to a 1080 timeline, it looks fine. It looks great. So I haven't had any complaints, really. It looks fantastic. I think we're going to have to wrap up soon. I think we're getting to...
Then that's a wrap. Keep looking at all the websites because you're going to learn something every day.
Anybody who wants to ask questions, anybody who can stick around, I mean, we'll stick around upstairs or somewhere, so you don't have to totally go. But,
Thanks everybody. Be sure to check out the panels, and we have a seminar pass. It's a great value to all the panels. Pay separate admission.